So the Akaso V50X action camera. So it is actually better than I expected. Quality wise, it was pretty decent. I got quite a number of accessories with it. I did purchase a accessory kit as well and got a whole bunch of other accessories. So this is a combination of accessories. I needed a head mount, chest mount, and it came with a wrist mount as well. I think the accessory kit. And yeah, so I recommend getting an accessory kit. But the thing I found out too late after I purchased an accessory kit was they contact you to do a survey. And as it turns out, they offer 6 different gifts for doing the survey, and one of them is the accessory kit. So if you want a free accessory kit, you can get it by doing that survey. But I ended up opting for the carrying case as the freebie that I got for doing the survey, which is still in the mail apparently. So I'm not sure which is cheaper, the accessory kit or the carrying case. So you can decide which one you want to go for. Neither, well, one or the other. Anyway, let's get on to the camera. The camera did come with 2 batteries. One is in the camera right now. Did not come with a card, the micro SD card. So I had to buy a new one. And I bought a 124 gigabyte one. So it was better. I had an 8 gig one that didn't work in the camera. It said it was too slow. So you have to have, I think, a 64 gig or better card for it. So be aware of that right away. It did come with a wrist remote. Some assembly required. You had to hunt up the strap in the accessories and put it together, of course. But it works all right. It's pretty handy to have that remote, so you don't have to fiddle around with the camera too much. So it does work pretty well. I was actually quite impressed with it. The sound is pretty good as long as it's not in the case, in the waterproof case. If it's in the waterproof case, you can hear some sound, but you'd have to speak pretty loudly to get it to record it. So I recommend using it without the case if you need good audio. So the audio is decent. I was surprised with that. I thought maybe I'd have to get a mic or something, but the audio actually is pretty decent. The accessories I needed included, or that I ended up with, included a head mount, a dash mount, chest mount, and a wrist mount, which I didn't expect. But it also came with a bunch of other stuff. The camera came with some other stuff. I've got the 2 kind of mixed up right now because I didn't keep them separate. I just kind of threw them all in one bin because I was trying to save some storage space. But it came with a bunch of different parts, the accessory kit and the camera. So there was some accessories with the camera. Sorry, I've got them mixed up at the moment. But it is worth getting the accessory kit regardless whether you're going to buy it or get it as a freebie for doing the survey. So it is worth getting the accessory kit. Accessory kit was about 35 bucks, I think. The camera itself, I think, cost me $136 in taxes. I noticed it's available on Amazon right now for $149 with a $10 coupon off the $149, so $139. So that's what it is there, and that's Canadian funds. I don't know what it is on the American site. I'll put links to them below the video though, so you can check that out and click on those videos to get to the camera. And if you buy it, oh man, I might make some commission or something. Who knows? But anyway, I'll put those links down below so you can check out the pricing. Anyway, so yeah, I was happy with it. It works pretty well. I think once you figure out what angles you need to put the camera at, you can get a pretty good view of what you're seeing. The chest mount is kind of, well, you can't really aim. You've got to, it just captures kind of a wide angle view of what you're sort of seeing. The head mount is better in catching a point of view because you can kind of aim it towards where you're looking if you put it at the right angle. So anyway, that's about it for the camera. I'll go over a few of the other accessories. It does have a bike mount, like a handlebar mount, quick shoes, all kinds of little different parts and pieces that you can make to create different angles and different mounts and such. Even got a float thing with it, or with the accessories, that is. And yeah, all kinds of different mounts and such with it. So you can adapt it to almost any place. There's a belt clip, I think, even. There's a lot of stuff you could do with it, I think. You know, I don't know if the GoPro comes with all this sort of stuff, or you can get accessory kits for the GoPro with so much choice. But for the money, like I said, it was only $135, $140 for the camera, and then the accessory kit was about 40, so about 200 Canadian with taxes, thereabouts, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, and came fairly quickly. I was happy with it, happy with delivery and such. It came by courier, the camera, and the accessories came by mail. So I don't know why necessarily that was the case, but they wouldn't allow the camera to go by mail for some reason or other. So it did come by courier, so you kind of have to be available for it to be delivered. Anyway, also it does have the screen on the back and everything. The only thing I don't like about it is if you're doing a video of yourself, you can't really tell if you're centered or not. So it's, you know, it's not like the camera phone, of course. You got to aim it forward and stare into the lens and hope that it's positioned properly. But with a wide angle and such, you're usually well in the frame. But it's actually pretty simple to use too. Once you figure out and have the how to turn it on, etc., and what buttons to use, it is very simple to use. Very what's the word? Well, kind of, it has a natural way about it. You kind of can figure it out pretty easily. The one drawback that I found with buying it was the manual happens to be online, and you don't get a manual with it. Don't get a printed manual, so I find that kind of annoying, because I happen to like tactile books and such. So I wanted to be able to look in the manual rather than having to look it up on a PDF file. So that's the only detriment. That was the only thing I really found that was upsetting to me. Other than it had a big gash in the box right here. So it got damaged before it was shipped, but that's just a fluke, I would think. It didn't damage the camera or anything like that, so it's not a big deal. So I'm happy with it. For the money, good camera, really good camera. I'm quite happy with it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and check out our other videos on antiquing, picking, thrifting, scrapping, etc. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care.